It's Monday, August 28th. You're listening to Your Florida Daily. I'm Katrina Scales. Law enforcement in Jacksonville say the white gunman who shot and killed 3 black people at a Dollar General store on Saturday was a 21-year-old who bought his guns legally and had no criminal history. Sheriff T.K. Waters.
Jacksonville, Florida is a wonderful place full of wonderful people. And one evil man who decided to take his hateful rhetoric and his hateful thoughts and put those into action, they cannot shake our resolve. And we will not allow it to do so.
Waters said the shooting was racially motivated. Investigators say the shooter left behind several manifestos detailing his hatred for black people. According to police, the shooter used a handgun and a, quote, AR-15 style rifle with swastikas on it. The victims have been identified as 52-year-old Angela Michelle Carr, 19-year-old A.J. Laguerre Jr., and 29-year-old Gerald Deshawn Gallion. Governor Ron DeSantis said the state is working with nearby Edward Waters University, a historically black college, after it was discovered that the shooter first tried entering the campus before carrying out the massacre at the dollar store. Remember that tropical system I told you about on Friday? Well, that is now Tropical Storm Idalia, and forecasters say it's now on a potential track to come ashore as a Category 3 hurricane. As of this morning, Idalia was about 125 miles off the western tip of Cuba, with max sustained winds of 65 miles per hour. The current track shows the storm strengthening over the Gulf of Mexico and making landfall somewhere in Florida's Big Bend.
Storms, of course, as we know, these things can wobble, so Floridians along our Gulf Coast should be vigilant, even if you're currently outside the cone, and indeed you could see impacts if you are in a place that's outside the cone.
Parts of western central Florida will likely start feeling the outer bands of the storm by Wednesday. And if you do need to stock up on hurricane supplies, you won't have to pay sales tax on most items. The state suspended the sales tax on hurricane supplies for the second time this year. The tax-free list includes portable generators under $3,000, tarps, batteries, flashlights, and even dog food. The sales tax holiday started Saturday and ends on September 8th. You can find these top stories along with breaking news, weather, and traffic all day on clickorlando.com. And now, a completely random Florida fact. A mile off the coast of Key Biscayne are the remnants of a neighborhood at sea. Stiltsville was built in the 1930s as a collection of houses on stilts above the water. At its peak in 1960, there were 27 structures on the flats, but hurricanes and fires made every building relatively short-lived. Stories of illegal alcohol and gambling also led to several police raids. Today, you can tour the abandoned homes from a boat. Your Florida Daily is produced by News 6 WKMG in Orlando. I'm Katrina Scales. Subscribe for new episodes wherever you like to listen.